Hey everyone, and welcome to Isms by Josie. Today we're going to be doing an emerald geode design using the marble technique. For my returning subscribers, thank you so much for tuning in. And for my new viewers, please consider subscribing, share, hit that like button, leave a comment below, and click on that notification bell for future videos. I'm going to start off by stripping my previous design I did of the Galaxy Geode nails. And I'm going to be using acetone this time. Normally I use the nail extension remover from Gelish, but I wanted to see if acetone would work well since dip powder I'm finding to be fairly easy to remove. So to start off, I just divided up a cotton ball into 5 pieces, and I'm just soaking it into the acetone. And I'm soaking up some of the excess so that I don't have too much acetone into one cotton ball. And I'm just going to continue doing this for all 5 pieces. The aluminum foil, as you can see, I use over and over again. I think this is a very great and cheap way to keep these cotton balls onto your nails. And I use the heavy duty aluminum foil, so these suckers last for a number of applications. But I wanted to show you guys how I removed dip powder. I was fairly impressed with how easy it comes off, just as easy as gel would. So I would recommend this system if you are preferring to choose something that is less harsh on your natural nails. So after 15 minutes of soaking, I'm just going to take this off and gently scrape off the gooey layer. So I think I did 3 layers of dip powder for this design. I feel like maybe it was 4. You can check out in my last video if I had mentioned that. But so I'm gonna need another soak, but you just want to gently remove what already is available to remove, just so that when you re-soak the nail, it doesn't re-soak where it's already soft. But I'm just, again, just gently kind of brushing the surface of the nail. It's gonna feel like a rubber layer. And that part you just want to just peel off. And we're going to do this to each nail, and then we're going to re-soak it for another 15 minutes, and you're going to find it that it comes right off. So I'm curious, I guess I should keep track of the same amount of layers I use of the dip powder, because I do feel that the nail remover from Gelish usually takes just that one soak. So I don't know if it's because it's a stronger liquid, but at the same time, the acetone that I have is not as harsh as regular acetone, as I showed in the beginning of the video. I forget which acetone I have for the Cutex. I think it's like more like nourishing. So the chemical is not as abrasive as regular acetone. So that might also be a reason why as well that it's taking more than one soak. But from my experience using this dip powder now for maybe a handful of times, the Gelish nail remover is pretty good enough for that one soak. So here I'm going in again with the second soak. I took another cotton ball and I'm just going to soak these up and put them on the aluminum foils as you see here. And again, I'm getting a lot of usage out of the heavy duty aluminum foil, so you definitely want to check that out. It's something that I believe almost a lot of people have already in their homes. So, you don't need to go and, buy those extravagant clips that I probably need, but I've just not gone around to getting them. but this is definitely a money saver if you want to do it that way. So again, we're going to go about this process, and you're going to be surprised about how easy this stuff does come off. Yeah, so this week I am finding that the dip powders are an excellent way to protect my natural nails underneath. As I've mentioned a number of times, I can't get them to grow. If I left this as is, and I didn't do anything to my nails, whether it be a month or a year, I just, I'm very bad with my hands, and my nails are always just brittle. That what you see now is probably as long as it's going to get. However, this one here, my index finger, as you can see, some lovely miracles happening because it's the only nail that's like growing super fast and decently strong. So I'm wondering what the heck that's all about. But lightly, you're gonna see later, I'm gonna lightly file it down, and I'm hoping that the other guys catch up. So I did this Friday night, and not last week, but the last video when I was doing the Galaxy Geo nails, um, I mentioned that I had stripped it the night before, and then the next day I went out shopping, did some cleaning, this and that, and I chipped most of the nails, which is why, with the exception of the index finger, which is why the lengths are so different. But this time it was like Friday night, and I was just so ready to like just go to bed after I stripped them. But I said, no, no, no. At least put the base and background coat so that you have something, strong enough to keep your nails from chipping. So that's what I did, and I have no breakage of the tips, so I'm happy about that. So, I'm just showing a lot of the prep that I'm doing. So, it's good to do these with extensions, but I also do this with my natural nails, just because I do develop a lot of dead skin cells as my nail grows out. So I have to clean that up. And even if the acetone removed almost all of the dip powder off, there's still little bits and pieces of residue left over, so I just want to smooth those out, file it down, buff it, and I'm doing some cuticle work now, and then I'm just going to make sure that the last bits are removed along with my, dead cuticles as I'm clipping off here. So we're still in the dry months, I feel. So my skin has been better, but it's still dry all the time. And to be quite honest, I haven't been really good with the lotion for about a couple weeks now. It's so terrible, but it's just I just don't remember to do all that work. I mean, I'm just terrible, but yeah, so my skin's always super dry. So, I know we're nearing up St. Patrick's Day, and I was trying to think about what I was going to do. I think last year I just definitely dove in and did the birthstone nails, the holiday nails, but I don't want to end up doing something that I kind of did last year. So, in this design, I'm thinking green, so I'm just going to use all my greens. In my last, Galaxy Geo design, I said I would do different colors of marbling. So I was going to do a video of 5 different nails in different colors of marbling, but might as well do green today since to me it's a green month. I like this month. It has my favorite colors running around, so I figured I'd just do like a green marble for you guys. There was a lot of choices, not a lot of choices, but I wanted to do like a white background initially. Just because I think the marble will show better. But I kind of switched last minute to I have to get the color name. Sorry, I used a lot of colors in this video. So the background color is Mint of Spring by Gelish, and I chose to do that because in the next short nail video, I'm going to show how I remove gel polish. Since I thought it would be interesting to see how easy it is not only to remove dip powder, but it's just as easy to remove gel polish. So here I'm putting one coat of Gelish foundation gel. It's thicker than a normal top coat, and I rarely use this foundation gel, but I love using it because I feel for me it's not that I use a ton of different brands, but the best base coat that I've have used already. I am loving that index nail. Like I super wish that the other nails catch up to that length. I don't know what's going on there. The other thing about my nails too is that the longer it grows, the tips end up curling. I don't know what that's all about, but the longer they are, the C curve ends up becoming like a very C curve, like a scroll, kind of. So, that doesn't help my situation trying to grow them out because they're brittle as well. When it starts curling, it'll chip where it's bending. So, I don't know, but we're gonna try. It seems like dip powder is definitely um, a good system to use to strengthen my nail. So I might do more than that. It's just I only bought those 4 colors, and I probably won't get any more. It's just I'm realizing that dip powder, like acrylics, no, I can't. It's too smelly. I'm waiting for it to get warmer for me to use it outside. But then like dip powder, I mean, it's great. I love that concept. It's an easy system to use, but you have to get like all the colors like you would get all the nail polishes. The difference is that a jar is a lot bigger than a bottle, and whereas I have like, I don't know, 40 bottles just tucked into like, a shelf. There's like so many jars that are so much bigger that I'm gonna have to house, and I'm not too sure if I want all this stuff um lying around on my desk. So I don't know what I'm gonna do, to be honest. But anyway, so I put 3 coats of that Mint of Spring. It's kind of translucent. The second coat does kind of make it opaque, but to be sure, the third definitely makes it look its best. And after I've done that, I'm going to put a layer of this gelish top coat. And I'm just putting one thin layer on that. Like, for my natural nails, I don't mind the extra bulk. But to be honest, like with the amount of layers that I have, at this point, it's really not that thick, so it's not a big deal. Even and surprisingly not a big deal because I did put on a generous layer of the Mint of Spring just so I can get it to cover. And this is what we're working with so far. And I actually love that application. So these are all the polishes that I'm using. There was a clear OPI top coat. I have my Shany striping gel, and I had some Miracle gel polishes. So I wanted to show you guys my marbling brush. You can tell that the base, the lower half, looks like the regular brush, and then the top half, it's kind of feathered, as you see I'm doing here. It splits, the bristles split apart as so. So when you scoop up the nail polish and then you place it on your nail and wiggle it like this, it'll pull that nail polish randomly here and there, which will create the marbling look. So I like using this brush. It's very helpful trying to create the look that we are doing today. So I'm just taking the polishes now and putting down strips of them onto this nail form backing. So the colors that I've used for the Miracle Gel are the Jealous Boyfriend. That's this one right here. And then the next color is the S-Teal, the show. And this is a Shany striping polish. It comes in a set. I'll leave a description. I'll leave a link in the description box below. And then the final color we're using is B-Girl. So again, I'm just going to scoop up the polishes like this. Lay this down on my nail and then start wiggling it just randomly, trying to get those layers off. As you see, there's like two big clumps of colors, so I'm just going to go in there and mess it up. And you do this as many times as you need to get the effect that you want. And my advice would be to work as fast as you can because regular nail polish obviously dries fast. Well, it dries as opposed to gel polish. So you'd want to do that. And I kind of left a bit of bulkness doing the marble. Again, like I said, when it comes to my natural nails, I like to have that extra layer just so that it protects it more. If I were to do this on my long nails, my nail extensions, I would be not so generous with my nail polishes. I can't recall the videos that I have done this on nail extensions, but you can look through my videos and see if if I had other marbled ones on long nails, if you want to see that. At some point maybe I'll do marbling on long nails so that you can see what I'm talking about. But yeah, like I said, for this case I just like to be very liberal with it. So once that is done, I'm taking this Shany nail polish. It's like gold glitter. And I'm going to like just draw 3 lines. And like I said in my other Galaxy Geode video, you want to follow the marble line so that it looks nice and organic. You don't want to have the lines go against um, the marbling, I guess, because then it won't look right. So I'm just doing 3 thin lines, and then I'm going to go back in and pick one of those lines to darken up just to give it some depth. Do like the very light glitter pieces every now and then down this line, but I also like to have a nice thick line where has a lot of gold flecks in it. And so I did this in the other design I had the other week. And I definitely love adding this piece to the design because it does make it look like some geode marbling. and I'm just finishing this up. My thumbnail has so many twists and turns that I like, so trying to follow the lines on this is a little bit more difficult than the other nails were. So now I'm going back in and I'm making one of those lines out of the three thicker, just you can see more gold glitter on there. And with the lighting and the camera, it's not really giving that glitter any justice, but in person, that gold glitter really pops out, especially the faint lines. So you don't want to go super heavy on this glitter. You just want enough to accent the marble lines, like I did in the previous video. But after I do that, I'm going to put on a layer of this OPI top coat, and I have ripped off these tiny pieces of gold leaf foil, and I guess I like my numbers in threes, so I'm taking 3 pieces and just randomly putting them on the nail. And just like with the gold glitters, the camera doesn't do much justice, but those gold leaf flakes definitely stand out. So you want to make sure that when you are cutting gold leaf, if you want it as organic as possible, try not to like clip off straight edges. You want to rough those edges up so that when you lay down your foils, it doesn't look like a rectangle or something that just doesn't look natural. You could bunch the foil up together to break up those straight lines. I like to have them lie flat to give off the most reflective light. But yeah, so you just want to chop those up. And after I place them down, I'm just going to put another layer of top coat. So we're working with a lot of regular nail polish layers. I can tell you for some strange reason, you know, the dry time, at least for the surface, had been so good. By the time I finished my, last nail, I was good to go for the next layer. But I'm not saying that it was all the way dry for me to put pressure on it. So just be mindful of that. Like I do say in all my videos, I like to have it a good overnight dry time, just to make sure that everything is set in place. So when you do marbling, depending on how much polish you use to create the marble, you still want to make sure that you have nothing planned shortly after, and that there's a good enough time after for the whole thing to dry. So we're just going to continue with this out through the rest of the couple of nails here. And I would say that we're almost done with this, you guys. This was a quick design, kind of. I mean, it's a little long of a video because we added the dip powder removal. But otherwise, as complicated as this design may seem, I guarantee that you guys could definitely do this. If you don't have a marbling brush, you could use other flat brushes. Just, you might have to wiggle out the marbling yourself, making sure that everything is all removing off of the brush as opposed to the special brush that I have. I'll leave a link for the brushes in the description box below. It comes in a set. It's by MelodySusie. They're mermaid tail brushes, so they're pretty cute. But here I'm just rubbing some cuticle oil onto each nail or each finger, making sure that's all in there. This is my weekly saving grace. I may be bad with the lotion during the week, but at least I can guarantee that at the end of the week, one of these hands is going to get some cuticle oil. But here's the end result. I mean, you can see already like the reflection of the gold leaf and the glitter. Here's a close-up. I love greens, so this is just playing to every green shade possible. Not really, but there's a lot on there, so I'm loving it. But there you have it. This is Isms by Josie. Please share, like, and subscribe for future videos. And join me again this coming weekend when I do a long nail St. Patrick's Day design. And it's going to be involving kind of an aquarium-like look. So hopefully I can pull this off. But thank you so much. I'll see you again. Bye.